about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
A job? Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Definitely. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
I had a run-in with the Crimson Fleet. Don't know if that counts.
It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Is that easy to get a job in 2033? What's MAST?
You know, MAST. The Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city. Headquarters of the entire United Colonies. I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
No shit, Sherlock.
Look, if you want to do this later, we can.
You mentioned Aegis. Who are they?
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalls. Tit for tat. You know how it works.
Why am I bringing this package here and not Aegis?
Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Let me know if you have any questions.
You know, you would think that in the future, you know, people don't have like significant accent differences. Either they're going to speak whatever language, and then the AI is just going to translate it to us, or they all speak one language.
Nothing's changed. I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
You got corns? What?
How's the investigation going?
I am really in the middle of something. I'm really rather busy.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me. Is there a type of weapon Comatech won't make?
Not sure if those maroon cells live in space or got separated from their home planet or what. But they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war. And they like to pick them clean.
I have nothing to say.
Who are you?
I am a prisoner, trapped by a weak people who do not kill their enemies when they should.
How did you end up in that cell?
The Great Serpent called me to fight the unbelievers in the United Colonies. But I was ambushed, and my ship disabled. Now, I am here.
So I went to the wrong place. Oh no, he's like what's the name of that guy in cyberpunk? V. It's no reflection. Has no reflection because he's a vampire. Wait, last time I played this, I went into that building. I don't remember going to that building.
I've been trying to exercise more, but it's all here.
I don't remember being here. Hold on. Could have sworn that I ended the game like out here. Oh, yeah, where my ship was. Oh. And then I was talking to these people here. Well, I might have actually gone into that
No, just
room.
go away.
I'm getting a demos. How's it going?
Dawn's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
Okay, maybe yeah, because that was the first thing that I saw last night. So I went in there.
Problem? You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scouring through old labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down. Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike anywhere. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
I still don't know how to fucking jump. Oh, it's Y. That's right. But that's the game.
Nothing to report.
Everyone deserves a second chance. That's not him.
Yes, special rulings to be made.
He can find redemption. Just do it somewhere else.
And a friend caught some purity in virus.
Barrick enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly it is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
Selling art is a bit of an art itself, you know. If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find something to suit your needs.
Wait, they have people harassing you about their art in this game too, like on Twitch. Are you an art seller? Like 99% of my viewers.
Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
What does my help entail?
You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple.
Why not do it yourself?
I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable to the exchange for me.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated.
I didn't know the Trade Authority handles artwork.
Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured.
Do you work around here?
In a sense, my trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in one location. Because of that, I travel all over the settled systems. I'm here now for an opportunity, but before this, I was in Aquila. Before that, Neon. In my line of work, I can't afford to stay in one place for very long.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Other than being an art dealer, there's not much to say. I grew up in Neon, and I knew I had to get out of that place somehow. I did a few odd jobs, some deliveries, and it eventually led me onto this path I'm on now. I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising. Goodbye.
If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
Nice place you've got here.
Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now.
I like to see what you have for sale.
Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
I am not a stuff. I. I am busy right now. Need something? Why don't you talk to Emoli?
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale.
Dealing in art is more exciting than one would think.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
Needs coffee. Take one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives. Yeah.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you? Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you? Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
George, St. George. How many items have I lost to him?
Hello? No.
Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them.
It takes time to grieve. Your loss will be easier with time.
I hope you're right. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem, priceless, no doubt. and its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger.
All this over a gem you lost in a bet. You made it seem like someone died.
Well, yes. A part of me died when I lost it.
If you miss it that badly, there has to be a way to get it back.
I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
I'll make a search for you.
Fantastic! Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What if George, what did they call him? George rejects the exchange. Are you sure the plate is enough?
I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth.
Oh, St. George.
We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will.
Are you from the area?
Yes, I've been blessed to call New Atlantis home. When I was a younger man, I would travel the settled systems with no home to call my own. I was a nomad, if you will. But out of all the places I've been, no place quite spoke to me like New Atlantis.
Are you a gambler by trade?
Ah, not by profession. I work out of the Valberg building. Gambling is a vice I've indulged since I was a young man, and I've amassed a great collection of trinkets and valuables from it. Alas, recently my luck has soured and my collection is dwindling by the day. But I can't stop, right? I can't just quit, because what if my luck returns?
The most important part of gambling is know when to quit when you're ahead.
A lesson I still have yet to learn, unfortunately. Thank you. I will try to take your advice to heart.
This gem must mean a lot to you.
It does. It was the first item I ever collected. The start of it all. I received that gem when I was a young man. To know that I foolishly wagered it, threw it away. Well, I won't make that mistake again.
What type of things do you collect?
I collect all sorts. Gems, novelties, old Earth trinkets, anything and everything that has some sort of value, monetary or otherwise. One of my favorite possessions is a fork that was used on Earth. How amazing is that? You'd be amazed what people will wager in a bet. I've won and lost some truly breathtaking things. My collection, as it stands, is quite valuable and substantial. It used to be more so, but my bad string of luck lately has affected it. Ta-ta!
Here come the evidence or data.
not agoraphobic.
What? Something about homophobic? What? A universe of leisure. Trident luxury lines. Oh, these are low res. What a shame. Everything else is like fucking super high res, and then you have these in low res. Your dreams from stars to stars. Style among the stars. There's no animation of that thing opening and closing, and then as soon as one goes in, another person comes back.
One day,
Lazy.
I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
Really lazy.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
Anything? How's it going?
Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you?
Been struggling to find a meaning in my life.
We've all been there, I think. Maybe you just need to find a goal to strive towards. I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close.
You want to leave New Atlantis? Why?
Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone on any adventures?
I really don't get out much.
Really? I find that hard to believe. You look like you've been through so much. Oh, and I mean that in a good way, of course.
No offense, but you look a little tired.
Really? Well, I guess you're right. I'm feeling a bit run down. I really love my job, but it's hard work and long hours. I could definitely use a Terracino from Terra Brew right now.
I can go get you one. It's no trouble.
Really? That's so sweet. I really appreciate it.
Terrible cappuccino? What is this game? Anything you recommend doing in New Atlantis? So we're gonna give like coffee to some random fucking janitor?
Well, that depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper?
I prefer more illicit activities, for damn sure. Where they get all the sex and shit in the year 2032.
I guess I won't ask. But there is a place called The Well that might be more your style. I don't go down there myself. It can be pretty dangerous. Sometimes I wonder if me and my boyfriend spend too much money on Terra Brew. But somebody's got to drink it, right? Not too bad. Found a box of pens the other day. You'd be amazed at what people leave lying around. Well, you know, it's one of those days where all I can think about is food. Wonder if my boyfriend will take me to Chunks later. See you around.
I guess I'm getting you a Terra Brew. Wow, the animation of people going into the train and coming out is very lazy. You just have people walking towards the train, they disappear, As soon as one person disappears, another person will show up, will reappear out of thin air. There's no animation of the tram like opening and closing. I mean, little things like that would help this game a lot.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you?
Oh, it's a different employee.
Certainly. Please take your time.
Which one did you say you want? The cappuccino.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us. Evening, sir.
The bartender viewport. Oh.
Pardon.
Whoa. Madam. That hat makes you look like a freaking mushroom.
Hey.
Dang. I would like to buy one, please. She's looking at me all suspicious.
Any vacancies on your crew? Let me know if you change your mind.
I don't know, you sound Russian.
Hey there! You look like the planet hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
Oh, this is like a place to recruit. Okay.
Plenty. I'm comfortable on a ship, especially in the gunner seat. I'm also a trained expert with shotguns. I have the certification to prove it.
And I am a serial killer.
I guess that's goodbye then? Safe travels!
Yes. What?
Word of advice? Steer clear of the well.
You can?
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts.
You're not cute enough. No. What kind of debts are we talking about?
The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course.
Your eyes are too moist and you don't look very manly, so no.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. Not having much luck lately. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be right here.
Bye-bye.
Never a dull day in the big city. I really love this place. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
Anything you recommend doing in New Atlantis?
There's a huge tree in the Embassy District, across from the mass station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should see it at least once when they're in the city. It's so cool. Or maybe I just love trees.
You like living here?
Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis, so there's no shortage of people to meet. I love talking with the new people and hearing about their journeys. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Unlike my brother's job.
Are you worried about your brother?
Well, of course. He's a Marine stationed in Sidonia. My whole family is worried about him. My dad worked his butt off so that we could all have safe jobs here in New Atlantis. But Chris ran off to Sidonia the first chance he got. He says he's okay, and that he loves his job and all that. But I don't think he understands how hard this is on our family.
He'll be okay. Let him live his life.
I hope you're right. I just have such a hard time believing that, though. But, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump all of that onto you.
Whoa.
It just feels good to get it all off my chest. Until next time.
Who are you?
You picked a good day to drop by. Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business?
That's right. Official Constellation business.
You're with Constellation? Damn, that's cool. I've always admired you guys. Exploring the stars full time seems like a dream come true. It seems like we have that in common. Personally, I'm here looking for work. I just quit my job as a weapon tester for MAS.
MAS employs weapon testers?
Oh, yeah, plenty of us. There's a whole branch of MAS scientific wing called DRIP. That's dedicated to developing new weapons for the UC military.
I'm guessing you're planning on becoming a bartender?
No, I'm not. I'm actually hoping for a crew gate. Lots of pilots stop by the viewport on their way into town. I figure if I hung around long enough, I'd run into someone who was hiring.
What kind of skills are you peddling?
I'm billing myself as a weapons expert, sniper tech specifically. Most travelers like having someone on their crew who's good with firearms. The settled systems are no picnic.
I don't have any openings on my crew.
Dang, that's too bad. Thanks anyway. If you meet any pilots looking for weapons experts, send them my way, will you?
I'll keep you in mind there.
Ever been to Sidonia? My brother
Mr. I can't talk to him anymore. Oh, Bukowski. The hunter.
Huh. Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
Where'd you get that suit anyway?
I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over, like I have, you might find yourself in something like this too.
Scary? No. Just look like you're trying too hard.
Ouch. 2 minutes into this conversation and I'm already getting sized up. Well, outside heroic individuals like yourself, the suit can give people pause. That can be handy when I need it.
I'm guessing you're a mercenary then? Or military?
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah. And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
There's a lot of philosophy behind that sentence, isn't there?
Well, you're on to me.
As long as I'm the winner, that sounds fine by me.
Yeah, you got that right. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Good to see you.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
I don't think this was that obvious.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. You know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new guy? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
Well, I have to give this a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with the hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was bounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
You should go talk to security, see if you can't get what's yours.
I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Why does that have an ominous tone to it?
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it?
Sure sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
Dang. I'm in. Who do I need to kill?
What? Come on, no. I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help me with this or not?
I'm here for you. I'll do whatever I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
You know, you got like 6 different fucking mercenaries in this fucking bar, and you can't ask them. It's funny. No hostages? Well, there goes my idea.
Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right?
How do I get you what you need?
I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and take...
Do you have any information to go off of?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship techs over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
And you don't know me and you're talking to me. What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as our new slogan. New Atlantis Security. Polite but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
Don't worry, I'll figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you.
Heard any good rumors lately?
I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Varun embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Varun, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went.
So what's the word around town?
You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. The things down there aren't that bad.
Could use a drink.
Lucky for you, that is literally my job. What can I get you?
She also sells espresso here. Viewpoint Original, inspired by classic vodka screwdriver made with alien fruit.
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of 3-star sympathizer. Ridiculous if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on, have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Varun. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really. And it's not like they're ever coming back. How's... See you around.
Excuse me. Hi, how are you? Another day, another credit. I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Oh, thank you so much. Soon I'll be coursing with bountiful energy. I'll be the most enthusiastic janitor in New Atlantis. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Snack pack apple bites.
Don't be a stranger.
This sharpening may be too much.
New Atlantis and Tony and I.
I don't think the sharpening
No,
is.
probably
I don't
not.
know.
Take care of yourself.
It's being used when you're using FSR, maybe not. Sushi. Oh yeah, the all the billboards are like low res. Everything else is so high res, and then you have the super low res billboard. It's pretty disgusting. Welcome to the city of New Atlantis, capital of the United Colonies, and for many, the settled systems as a whole. You stand now in the most technologically advanced city the human race has ever conceived and constructed. New Atlantis was founded in the year 2156, the same year we first arrived in the Alpha Centauri star system. If you're a resident, then you are already familiar with our fantastic home. And if you're a visitor, you're an honored guest of the United Colonies, and will be treated as such. Our courteous and professional security personnel can be found all over the city, and it's their job to ensure your time in New Atlantis is joyful, lawful, and productive. So as you stroll the streets, or take the NAT train to the city's different districts, know that you are in the embrace of the United Colonies and couldn't be in better hands. We are the children of Earth. The United Colonies as an entity was first established in the year 2159 on the planet Earth as a means of unifying the human race as we spread amongst the stars. Our goal was the peaceful exploration and colonization of space, working in harmony with anyone who wished to sail forth across the blackest sea to new horizons. In 2161, we issued the Centaurus Proclamation, which formalized the civil colonization of distant worlds for anyone who wished to do so. Unfortunately, not everyone shared in our dream. When wars erupted across the settled systems, the United Colonies stood steadfast, protecting humans and their right to fairly colonize. And then, when our beloved home world was rendered uninhabitable in the year 2203, the United Colonies knew it had a sacred responsibility. We were to be the keepers of Earth, its artifacts, its ideals, its cultures, its very people. Well, as long as you don't, bring the religious stuff over to New Atlantis, then that's fine. So while you stand now on the planet Jemison, in the city of New Atlantis, in the Alpha Centauri star system, know that for all intents and purposes, you're still very much on Earth, and Earth takes care of its own. Corporate Directory. Here in New Atlantis, a citizen or visitor can find just about any service they may need, from freshly brewed coffee to complete body reconstruction. We have it all. The following is a district list of corporations and businesses that have found a home in New Atlantis. District location is indicated in parentheses. Terra Brew Coffee, Jemison Mercantile, the Viewport Tavern, Centurion Arsenal, Reliant Medical Enhance, Chunks, CJ's, EIT Clothier, Outland, Jake's, Apex Electronics. Here in New Atlantis, you'll find a wide variety of buildings that provide various functions and services. They include Gal Bank, SSNN, the Trade Authority. Why is the Trade Authority in the Well? I thought the Well is supposed to be like the ghetto area or something. Sanctum Universum Church, House of Enlightenment, Freestar Collective Embassy, House Varoon Embassy, Infinity Ltd Corporate Headquarters, Medbay, UC Surplus. It's impossible to visit New Atlantis and not notice the imposing structure that is masked. Much more than a building, masked also serves as the very foundation of the United Colonies. There, the military, administrative, and scientific triumvirate works tirelessly to ensure continuing peace and prosperity for everyone under the UC's protection. So how do we get citizenship here? The foundation of any society is its people, and there is no stronger person than the United Colonies citizen. As a citizen, you will carry a status unequal in the settled systems, and will be recognized as a truly special individual you are. Whether you make your home in New Atlantis, Cydonia, or any other officially recognized settlement, citizenship is the truest badge of loyalty and dedication to the United Colonies you can possess. As a United Colonies citizen, you will be afforded the following privileges, an inclusive and personalized acknowledgement of your new status. A welcome letter is signed by none other than President Alexandra Abello herself. Discounts at all major United Colonies business establishments. Exclusive access to home ownership in New Atlantis. A one-time credit disbursement. And more. How does one become a citizen? It's easy. Simply serve the United Colonies in any official capacity, and once you've met the allotted requirements, citizenship will be granted. Wow, it's that easy. Currently, the fastest and simplest way to achieve citizenship is to complete a tour of duty in Vanguard, the United Colonies' very own volunteer fleet. So if you got your own ship and the moxie to put yourself in harm's way for the good of the UC, speak with Commander John Tuala in Mass and get signed up today. So not necessarily, I guess that's the fastest, but then as long as you serve as in official capacity, as I just work for the state, you get to become a citizen. Note that as of this time, the United Colonies offer citizenship to anyone within settled systems. Oh, regardless of current address or faction affiliation. If you want the United Colonies wants you. Wouldn't that be great if the world works like that? Get Matt's over there. Is this supposed to be an aquarium? Dang, it looks so bad in there.
Is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power. Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge.
Why is Barrett trusting me with this ship?
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in order to gain your support.
Just who are you and Barrett? What's Constellation?
Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
Just why is this Crimson Fleet captain after Barrett?
I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Silly. Going shopping at night there, madam.
Excuse me.
Does Radcliffe even need to be involved?
Oh no.
President Abello wants to foster relations, not fracture them. Keep up.
We'll make sure she knows them.
Good. I'll see you at the 11:30 then.
I thought they were Jehovah's Witness people.
You're not with Interstellar Affairs too, are you?
Seems like there's some frame drops here in this city. It's not smooth anymore, so we might have to reduce the FSR. They actually don't have the FSR. There's only one setting for FSR. I guess we can turn on dynamic resolution, but I mean fidelity FX. Oh, hold on. Contrast adaptive sharpening. Hold on, the Fidelity FX Super Resolution, it's an upscaling technique, right? That's not like a that's like the LSS but without the AI, right? Yeah, boost frame rates or whatever. Well, I think it works better with AMD graphics card. What's CAS then? Is that just like one level down? Yeah, I wish this game actually uses DLSS. I don't know why they would release games nowadays and not use DLSS, you know? We'll keep it at FSR 2. Apparently FSR 3 is coming out soon.
Hope New Atlantis has been treating you well.
You're listening to SSNN.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
You seem to be staring at the tree.
I am not staring. I am analyzing. This is important xenobiological work. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
I might be interested if there's something in it for me.
A mercenary, huh? Well, I'm sure we can work something out. So, are you on board?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested. If you are a citizen and require grief counseling, you may speak with any Colonial Health Services representative to initiate counseling intake.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Iron sights, what?
Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
I'm banning wages. I'm serious. We'll play nice.
Okay, I'll continue from here.